negative things onto um, our children simply through prayer. This is why you have to know the root of why you're using religion. If you're using religion to control, then it'll bring on a spirit of guilt and shame and fear, making people, oh, I'm scared I'm going to go to hell and all of this kind of stuff. And these types of feelings don't produce consistent results. People do not stay on any program when they feel guilty, when they feel shame, and when they feel scared, and all these kinds of things. And it's really, really sad when people are coming for help and they feel that, And when you tell an adult person in particular, and being in adult education, I personally know you can't really scare adults into anything. And if a child is really young, you can't scare them either. And it just doesn't work. So this is why you have 2 and 3 faces when it comes to people in the church, and people complain, oh, well, they're one thing in church and there's something else at home. It's because church does not have any spirituality in it whatsoever. It has nothing to do with it's strictly material. And when you want to stay on a program, you have to tap into the non-material, and then you use the material to help you. Just like the video. It's like if I just had this camera on and I didn't have any spirit from the content that I'm putting into it, then it would be empty. It would just be a camera, and you wouldn't be able to get anything out of it. But it's the spirit that I inject into what I'm doing that brings it alive. And without the spirit, it's just a camera. So getting people to transition from the I'm so bad, I don't deserve to live, and if I, let everything just, be taken care of by these external forces, then I'll be better because I don't trust my instincts. That's what happens when we die, when we stop trusting our instincts. And once you understand that running to someone to help you when there's really nothing wrong with you, and because we've been taught so early that something is wrong with us, born in sin, shapen in iniquity, there's a context that's to be used in, but it's so used out of context that you have people running around thinking they are the worst people in the world. And sometimes when people come to me and talk to me, they say, I want to tell you something that I've done. And they'll tell me, and I'm like, and? Okay. Well, the only reason you did that was because you felt like you didn't have enough of this, or you felt like you didn't matter, and you felt like, it's always something much deeper to our actions. We're not bad people. It's just the results of the things that we do turn out bad. Even if I murder you, or you murder, someone, you're not bad. But the result of what you did was bad. You did a bad thing. But when you inject bad into prayers, oh, we're not worthy, oh, we're not this and we're not that, basically you're saying, we ain't nothing, And I understand what that concept is trying to do, is trying to humble us and trying to help us to kind of lay down our ego and be used by God. But if you're in the will, you're going to have a certain amount of peace. If you're not in the will, you're already going to feel it. Something is going to be out of line. So you don't really need somebody to tell you, you ain't worth crap. when you're trying to get yourself together and get on track and everything, because everybody wants to be on track. But it's kind of difficult to be on track when you're working through a lot of guilt and shame and things like that. And you have to develop a strong sense of resolve. You have to know who you are, which you need to go to blogspot.com and go to my blog and check it out. Check out the address on my profile on YouTube here. Go to the blog and listen to Discover Yourself. That is so important. Just knowing who you are is key to doing a lot of the things that you need to do in order to make yourself a better person. And I talk about how, I liked who I was at 3. I liked who I was at 5. Who I was before love, money, career, expectations of others. That's just what I like. And I'm going back to that as I evolve. So when I hear prayers and I hear things that are meant to be good for us, but laced with a lot of negativity, even as a child, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, those are literally lies. And people who want to be in the truth, so to speak, are actually speaking those lies into people's programs. So it's like, and then once you are feeling really bad about yourself, then we're going to throw something in here to make you feel really good, and then bad, and then good. And you go through this emotional roller coaster of 1 minute you're feeling powerful by the words of those that are inspired to help us, and then on the other note you're feeling depowered because you're told that you're nothing, and it can produce sensory overload. So when we talk about bad things happening in the world, it's not because we're acting on our instincts. Somebody kills their mom, somebody kills their child, they say, oh, we're acting like animals, we're acting on our instinct. Well, animals, when they act on their instinct, they always do the right thing. And we're told that when humans act on instinct, we're doing the wrong thing. But what really is happening is that our instincts are not wrong. We're in spiritual and sensory overload. And it's a misfire of programming when we go off and we do things that we should not do. When you look at an elephant that is in captivity for years, turning tricks in a circus, and then all of a sudden they storm and they kill 20 or 30 people because they're not meant to be in captivity, then we want to say that the elephant is bad, not the people that actually put them in captivity and took control of their minds. They're not the bad people. So we have to turn it around. No, you're not bad. You're a victim of misprogramming, sensory overload, and all of these different things being thrown at you one after the other, and telling you that your instincts are wrong. You're not worthy, and you're not sure about what you need to do. So you need to do this, and you need to follow this, and you need to listen to that. It's not that difficult. So I want to inspire you to reconstruct the world around you by reconstructing your mind. I know you can do it, and I believe that you have a sense of what it is that's best for you. You were born with that. God would not have created you and sent you into this world without good sense and a spiritual guide and an angel to tell you what is best for you and what you need to do. Am I saying don't listen to people? No. Am I saying go off and do your own thing at the expense of other people? No. I'm just saying listen to your spirit. Reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. Thanks for listening, and I hope that this is information you can use. Pass it on. Bye.